All right, if you know about Tartaria, Lumeria, Atlantis, you know this is what we had. Before half of the world started intermingling with the seed of the reptilian, and now we have half of the world demons, literally demons, reptilians. Look it up, they have the slit in the eye. They shapeshift. We just could only see one frequency arise. So if I were to be God, this is what I would make. First, the robots do the jobs. When you go into a Starbucks, hi, how may I help you? Scanning. Do you want your cappuccino you usually get, Becky? Scanning. That is what it should be. Not freaking humans doing that. And that is just so sad. The people I've had, they just stand as a cashier for 30 years to pay off their mortgage of their house they don't even own. That is not what we came here to do. 3D printing, everybody. I mean, this would be my responsibility as God, right? Not just going to leave you here to struggle and pay bills your whole damn life. And more than half you go to hell. 3D printing. That gives you your food. That gives you your clothes. That gives you your housing. That gives you all basics. It can make concert stages. It can make every single thing. So you can have a good time. We don't need to struggle. And equal reap what you sow. I'm so done with these evil Satanists getting rid of their karma through movies. To be like, do you know, I'm going to tell you the truth now in a video. I'm going to be a pretend pastor. I'm going to give you money. Okay, there we go. No more of that. Tesla technology, look it up. Nikola Tesla. Einstein completely destroyed him. He was the real Einstein. He did 0-point technology where there was no light bill ever, and it didn't ruin our frequency, which we are energy frequency. Good influence. As you know, pop culture they're like our big brothers and sisters. That's why they have them at Disney, like Miley Cyrus, and then turn them into a complete whore, and everybody follows suit. And they slowly do it like turning up the stove with a freaking frog in the pot. Okay, it needs to be good. And in this game, they always make them pretend they're dead or actually shoot them. I'm so over it. Okay, NESARA GESARA. If you don't know that Donald Trump is implementing this, but you better beware, because that's the incentive to get the chip. And what NESARA GESARA does is give you a monthly income, gets rid of all school loans, gets rid of all credit debt. But he is evil, and he's going to attach it to that, and it's going to be the chip. He is not going to force. He already sees a protest. They're already testing it. The 12-strand DNA. We only have 2 strands active. 12-strand DNA is only way to get in our light body. Our only way. And with them, right away when we're born, they destroy it. With vaccines. They destroy it with the poison in the air, what we eat and what we drink. And the trauma. That is how they destroy it. I'm so over this. Freaking, I don't even know what this is. Just like in Genesis, we need a flood to get rid of the demons. Because the one thing God was against was genetic engineering and demons intermingling with angels. Because it ruins your heart, soul, and spirit by ruining your DNA and your mind and putting you in a reptilian state of mind, which is the left side logic. You no longer have empathy. You're more valid to go and be a serial killer. Okay, we need to get rid of this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm seeing like demon freaking witches and warlock children. I'm so over it. No more magic and demons. How we get rid of that is Tesla technology. Demons go through technology. They go through your phones. If you don't know, it is a magic portal. It is evil. It is disgusting. They go through the ley lines. They actually have ley lines that they have. That's why they have hospitals and jails and all this evolution energy on a ley line. So it could go into the firmament and come back to us. We're just absorbing negative energy. We are energy conductor. We need to be in our light bodies. That goes back to 12-strand DNA. If we don't get our light bodies, it's not only will we be able to teleport and telekinesis, but we will be happy and at peace and at bliss high off the Holy Spirit instead of just getting drunk off alcohol to forget our worries. A light body is heaven on earth. The demons will never allow it, because that means it will now be a wide path, not a narrow path to the heaven on earth. And their jealousy and their fear and incentive to keep us down here and feed off of our energy, our blood, and our blessings, and they play their 6 Signs of the Lamb game to torture us in portals is insane. A soul is very precious. There's only a little bit, probably 1 billion here. VR headsets for jail. Jails are from the pit of hell. They have jail cells in hell, 2,000 miles down. They need to make a VR headset, which they have, but they're not going to let it out. That it makes them feel that empathy where they cry. And they cry when they do it. This just turns them into monsters. There has not been a divine Sophia, which is Mary Magdalene. That was Jesus' wife, for 6,000 plus years. The last time we had it was Isis and Osiris. It is no longer that. As you could tell, they've turned Sophia into Bonnie Blue, cooking with Kaya and OnlyFans, into a sexual object. And it's just been man. It has been war, torture, and sex. I'm so fucking over it. We need a divine Sophia who brings in gentleness, understanding, compassion, and grace, which these men don't have. They are so obsessed with hell and torture. I am so fucking done. We need cures. There's a cure for cancer. There's a cure for everything. If you look up med beds, that is the cure. Med beds is a frequency. And that's what they had in the days of Atlantis, is med beds. Okay? It cures all diseases. It just proves to you right there. The governments even have patents. Donald Trump has been talking about it, but I'm sure he's going to be like, oh, only once a year, and with certain insurance, there'll always be restrictions because the demons don't want us to get in our light body. That would help us get in our light body and heal our strands of our DNA. The Alexandria Library that the Vatican is hiding. All of the information, all the stuff they teach us is Pearson's books, which is lies from the Satanists. We don't know shit. We don't know our real history. If we don't know our real history, we're unable to change it. No wars. If you don't understand, the wars are for stargates and portals and oil and territory and blood, sweat, tears, disconnection of social interaction, hardened hearts, and souls for Satan. You need to wake up. Akashic records. If you don't understand, this is a soul luge energy farm. And the Akashic records is what they wipe of our memory when we come down here over and over again as sex slaves and slaves and a cow for these demons. You need to wake up. Some of you guys are getting memories as well as me. That means your DNA is activating. You are not crazy. You were previous people. Many, many lifetimes. Many. You were even celebrities. Like I've got downloaded. I was Marilyn Monroe. I was Selena. You guys were big celebrities. Huge celebrities. I mean, you need to wake up. Okay, the galactic light is here. They're Pleiadians, Arcturians, Sarians, Andromedans. They are in their light frequency. They are doing all this right now. If you look up to the sky, some of those stars are star portals. That is your way out of here. You are a star. These demons have a star on the walk of shame. You are a literal star. That is your way out of this game to get to heaven. The only way out is love. Pure, unauthentic love. That's why everything destroys love. From money to overworked, to cheating, you need to concentrate on love and have grace. That is your only way out of a third level angel. Third level only. They are everywhere. Not humans. That can't get you out, nor is Jesus going to save you. Okay? So this is what you need. We need for heaven on earth. Will it happen? Absolutely fucking not. So I will continue to pray to God only, who is love. I know how Jesus works, and I'm sorry to tell you, but he basically works for the demons, for social comfortability. So they're not mad. He kicked them out of third heaven. That is what I have seen, and I'm over it. We're not cash cows, okay? So if you look up also at the sky, there is actual spaceships. If you bring them in binoculars, you'll see those stars moving slowly. Those are them. For some reason, they have Commander Ashtar. For some reason, they think they need to save us and stop these missiles and bombs and all these freaking asteroids and meteorites. Save us from what? We're all being tortured. Doesn't fucking make sense to me. But this is what we used to have a long time ago in Atlantis. Tartaria. Lemuria. Before Jesus let them ruin it. Because they're jealousy and threatened. Tartaria, Lemuria, and Atlantis. Tartaria is ruined with a mudslide. Atlantis is ruined with the flood. Lemuria was just ruined by infiltration of reptilians, demons. So be wary. My only advice is about 95% of everybody around you is a trap. They are there to take your soul and your energy, do magic, influence, and spy. Yes, they get cars and houses to do that. If you're awake, you've probably already been gang-stalked and dealt with street theater. They are using their phone. They'll take out their phone to get your biometric data, your biofilled, and summon demons. So be wary of that. Don't let anybody know you're awake, okay? That is a threat to this matrix. It is a matrix, okay? So I know it's hell on earth. I know that. I know. It's just there to take your soul, okay? To take it to hell. Hell is real. Okay? Make sure you just concentrate on your mom, your daddy, brother, sister, grandpa, and grandma. Be careful with love. That's your biggest trap, okay? They will pretend to love Jesus. Don't believe the works, okay? They could do certain dance moves. They could ruin you spiritually. Do not trust anybody. Use your intuition. Use your discernment. Use your wisdom. All right? I'm trying to share with you the truth. I don't have to do this, but it's my job as a disciple of God to wake you guys up. You might not get it now, but if you wake up and you saw this, you'll be like, she was speaking the truth. I only speak the truth. Authenticity is the deepest form of love. When you hear it, you know I'm speaking truth. All right. Love you guys.